All right, and we are in. This is a barren wasteland compared to starting in the grasslands, but I think it goes a lot better. I think I definitely need to just get some food. There's a lot of stuff around here that'll kill me, but I really don't care. But just double check here. So I know I need. Let's see, limestone, iron, and copper. Uh-oh. Oh, it wasn't bad. Grab some leaves, power slug. Wish I could turn those off. I hate those things. But I'm trying to kind of see. I don't really know where I am. I don't have the map yet. Go ahead and just place down. Okay, so I've got a pure iron node here. So I want to pick up the leaves, please. Impossible to pick up leaves. Nice. Okay, let's grab some more food. So, don't really know where I am because I didn't spend much time around here other than grabbing Mercer spheres. So, there's another mob right there. I know I do also need to find Caterium so I can hopefully unlock the zip line as soon as I can. So, let's see if I can even get up in a nice. Okay. So I do know that there is plenty of pure nodes around here, but water and I think power are going to be my kind of major concerns to start. Also going to grab some Caterium, so whenever I get the SAM, I can start into that tree to hopefully get the quick wire and the everything else that I need, really. So let's just take all this that I can. Got plenty of space. So I think for the hub, just for now, I want to keep this kind of built in a cooler place. I see. I don't really know where I am because I don't have the map. I think once I build the hub, I'll have the map, but it's kind of hard to really see. Let's see. We've got that there, waterfalls there. I think I'm just kind of in the center of everything. So maybe I just go a little bit north, maybe up to that thing right there, and build my hub there. Not really too sure where the best spot is. Obviously, I can move it around after the fact. Oh, we got two of these guys now. Just equip these. Just in case. Just not miss everything. That'd be cool. Alright, just jump right into that. Why don't I? Yep. What is this? Summer sloop. Any hidden?
Potential edible collected. Reminder that look and smell alone do not provide sufficient data to determine exact.
I honestly need to find a way to... I wish I could just disable only the tooltips when I pick up, like, a new item. I'm wondering if I can also get some water out of this little cave here. Obviously, I'm nowhere near water collectors, but I think just having a better idea on how peak efficiency works will be very beneficial for getting things up and running. I want to get onto a renewable power source as fast as I can. I know that out here power's a little interesting, but I think I'm kind of set up for success. Oh, this guy's a big guy. Just doesn't miss. All right. I don't even know what that is over there. I think this is just iron, and that is quartz. Oh, nice. Let's start. Shut up, Ada. Might be hard to get up there until I build. Literally don't even have a way up there. Maybe conveyor belts? Oh, awesome. Huh. Now what? Um, Lots of pretty good materials early on. I think last time I just kind of auto dumped everything in sinks just because I was like, ooh, very exciting. I got a new thing. But I honestly really need to just start saving a lot of stuff. Yeah, conveyor pole, jump up. Hopefully it doesn't have a requirement to get this. I've noticed that a lot of the crash sites actually have their required stuff directly around them. So, yeah, perfect. Got a hard drive already. And I also learned kind of from last time, I think I just picked a random resource or a random recipe every single time, but using the backlog of the recipes in the hard drive library to just kind of pick and choose exactly what you're targeting per, I guess, tier is a way better way to look at it. But okay, I should have probably stood back up there and looked around. I just keep making, okay. All right, so we've got iron here. I didn't pick up any of my auto miners. I think maybe living closer to the waterfall would be really, really cool. Obviously, it would take a lot longer to get things over, but as I increase my logistics, I think I can just have multi lines of iron just kind of coming in from everywhere. I think the furthest iron node that is closest to the water up there. Oh, I could Nobelisk into that. I think there's one that's over there, if I remember correctly. It's got an pure iron node, and honestly, just having one to start, especially at a Mark 1, will be really beneficial. We've got honestly an abundance of resources, so I really don't want to do the kind of remote uploading of things. I really want to keep everything as organized as I can. Yeah, I don't need got that kind of auto mined already, but got our first Mercer sphere, so this is cool. I don't know what's coming after me, but let's go back, pick up those auto miners that we had placed down, because that'll be pretty helpful for getting our first bit of stuff up. And go back over to the waterfall area. I think there's also some geothermal vents up in there, so once we progress there, it should be pretty easy. Unfortunately, I have no idea where I put. I don't know where I am. I just got done playing Dune, like for probably a month, and this honestly looks like Dune, but way more quality of life and way more stuff to do, so. Is that where? Yeah, that's them. Okay. Can I just nope. I need to just pick up each one. So pick up, and pick up. And I want to, again, make this as organized as possible. So if I've got one pure iron node, I want to focus that pure iron node on making X number of things and not just keep diverting it off and making it into more and more things. Obviously, the earlier goals will be the smart iron plating, or the smart plating, sorry, and just more of the space elevator stuff. But I think having a centralized area to build the space elevator will also be really, really cool. Okay, so we got waterfall here. We've got an iron node here. It looks like we also have another iron node here. We've got limestone. I think the pure limestone that I used last time was kind of over there. So honestly, limestone, we can have one that auto uploads because there's plenty of need for remote concrete at all times just for building. But I also know I need one for the steel encased beams, which are incredible. Those are just kind of used for everything across the board. So, and then the only thing I can really think of right now is just kind of the need for copper. And I'm pretty sure that there's copper kind of up north almost. Oh, and there's literally copper right here. All right, mister. Let's wait for you to slow down, please. All right, so we've got copper. So we got an impure copper node here, so not as great. But I know I want to build my hub in this area, have direct access to a lot of water. We can kind of build buildings that are kind of on the side of this roof here. But I want to keep this as organized as I can. And the big thing that I didn't do last time was the world grid, because I unlocked the foundations kind of way too late in the game. But this is just such a pretty little area that I think I will just make my hub here. And there's a little guy over there, but that's okay. And we can move it afterwards, which is something I learned way too late in the last game. So we've got our hub. got base building here. Let's go ahead and throw as much as I can in here. Got iron ingots that we can make. Concrete, that's gonna be the first issue. Got iron rebar or iron rod. So we'll make that. I think we'll just dump everything in here. Oh, we can't. 10 iron rods. Of course, I jumped all of my iron ingots in here. I think I'm just going to dump everything into a storage. Nope, I should make these into rods first. That's why I even did it in the first place. What am I doing? Storage container. And just kind of dump everything in there. I do need limestone, so I'm going to bring all of my portable miners. Got all this stuff here. And I just need a little bit of concrete. So I still don't have the... It says I have the M key unlocked, but I don't seem to have the M key. That's why I need that. So why don't I do this first, because I think I could get all the copper pretty quickly. Do I have any copper? I do. Let's switch this milestone real quick. Just unlock the map so I have a little extra stuff. It's going to be a lot of wire to just kind of auto craft, but I think we can do it. Oh, and I'm just now thinking about it. That's a lot of screws to auto craft too. So I think I portable mine some copper, and then I run over, get some limestone, and just kind of hold as much limestone as I can. Oh, there's limestone right there. So why don't I do, I guess, 2 of each for now? What is this? Coal? Deuterium. I don't know what that noise is. All right, so, oh, we have a normal node here. So we got 2 copper there. And we'll throw another copper. Is there one closer than this? Let me go see. I think there was the one that was a little closer that I was looking at before. I was like, oh, well, I have it right here, kind of thing. Yeah, so I've got copper here and limestone here. Obviously, they're impure nodes, so it'll be a little bit longer than we'd hoped for a lot, but Yeah, nice. We've got limestone here, so that'll be pretty helpful. Oh, hello. All right, so I guess we go check on the copper, pick that up, and then hopefully we can start setting up some logistics after we get this field research done. Maybe just auto craft a lot of the wire, screws, and sheets that we need for our first couple things. This is very, very slow, but it'll speed up as I go, I guess. Okay. Good bit of each of the first couple things. I know that I'll need power pretty quickly, but come to that whenever we do. All right, so copper. Do I really have to do all this by myself? Nope. Let's just do one row. All right. So I think our first bet we'll do just a smelter. We'll pipe that in there. I think we'll do another one. Just do very simple to start. Guess we'll construct it into stuff too. And then we'll do 2 storage containers. We need 20 rods. Oh, we already have 15, so 20 total. What in the world was that? Got that there. We got input here. So this will pull in 30 per minute. And that's okay because it's just getting fed. We'll do a little backstock, and then we'll do what do I need more right now? Rods can be made into screws. I need plates. So what do? We do, let's do plates to start. I already have 134. And 52 screws and 100 copper wires. So maybe instead of that, I do the rods first. And I dump that to there. This early game power's gonna be a nightmare, but that's okay. Guess we'll dump in like 300 iron to start. And we'll create some biomass so we can get that rolling. I really don't want to have to do the biomass for too long just because there's not enough in this area unless I build a chainsaw and just kind of run over to the forest or something. It just sounds like a nightmare. So I think what I'll... All right, you're here. Dog. I remember I was terrified of all the mobs to start last game, but I think just playing it for so long, it's... Let's go ahead and dump some biomass into each of these. Nice. This is 30 per minute. This is 15, so we can't do clocking yet, so we're just going to have to do it as best we can. This will dump out rods, which I can then make manually into screws. How many crafts of that do we need? So 1 makes 4. So 52. There's 300 is 240. Yes. 300 minus 52, 248. 248 divided by 4 is 62 rods. And then we'll switch it up and do the iron wire, or the copper wire as well. I guess while we wait for that, we'll go ahead and customize our little dude here. I picked up this helmet actually in my last save. Little neon action. We'll do a llama. And maybe like whatever this color is. I like it. It's like a orangey reddish pink. Or red pink. There we go. Load this guy. That's cool. I like it. I don't really know what this... Do I get anything for this? Sure. My brain doesn't work. Not really sure what I'm doing this for. Maybe it's just a organization mini game that's in here for... Sure, dude. There. Sure. What in the world is that? Here. Okay. 980 tokens. Continue. Did I? It didn't do anything. Okay. Well, whatever. So 62. I'm at 54. So 56. I need 6 more. And then I should be able to just focus on copper wiring. Should be it. Let's go ahead and switch this recipe over to the copper ingots. Let's grab the conveyor worth of items, take all that. And we will dump yes, that's all of my copper. Should probably just go get a little bit more. And this will just sit there and wait and build up as I craft that. Let's go ahead and get more copper ingots. I think we place it over here. I do also... Oh, I can't even change any colors yet. I want to make kind of my basic stuff out of... Or the color that I made. But we do have more limestone. We'll then just make a little concrete crafter in a moment. Where was that other copper, though? Right up here. Nice. So we'll just kind of make as much copper wire as we can, because I know we'll need it for power lines. We'll need it for kind of everything. I can't really think of any direct power ways other than... So renewably, I know we have multiple copper coal nodes in the area. I think if we pull in one normal or one pure node, I think that's 8 generators. Maybe just 4. And then we'll need water. Luckily, we've got water in this area. We've got water over there. And then all along this river will be definitely used. But, all right, so we've got a lot of backup here. I think I just take all the iron plates right now. Or iron ingots. Just kind of manually craft them into screws. Throw some of that in there. Start making our screws. I should have some rods in here as well. So I'll make our screws. Now, I know that there's a lot of Mercer spheres and summer sloops up in this area, but what I do also know is there's not many hard drives or the crash sites kind of around this area. So I know I'm going to have to go venture out and do that. I do want to just get one, decent mode of transportation before I go too far into that, but whether that be just getting my first tractor, I don't know. I know power generation is going to be a big concern pretty quick here as I scale factories and do different things like that. Obviously, I can't jump too quick into the geothermal power. I think that's kind of just like not ready to go at this point. I don't even know when that tier is, honestly. Okay, so tier 2 is even just this. Logistics, I want to say 3 and 4. But we've got to build the space elevator. We've got to build all kinds of stuff. So I think for the space elevator, I might want to do it on top. So it's kind of like as high as it can be and seen kind of anywhere. Obviously, the big thing will be getting up there, and I don't think I'll, dump everything in there remotely. I think I'll just bring it up there manually. I think while I wait, I just want to go over and get some slugs. There's some Archaeoturium. I'll just get that while I'm out. I do need to get this situated as soon as I can. Just making some quick wire just to get the research tree started. You
Potential edible collected. If consumed before authorized is compatible with the human digestive system by Fixit, the consumer is responsible for any and all consequences. Store this potential resource for later use.
definitely feels weird not having the uploader, but I'll get there. I don't have a gun yet, so that's going to be hard to take out. Guess I'll start with some of the quartz research as well. I don't even know when I get the MAM. I think that's maybe the next part. Not exactly too sure, but okay, so we're out of copper. Let's go ahead and throw all this copper in there. I honestly found out way too late the whole control click and shift click. I think I was manually dragging items for a really long time, and that was super painful. So we need 195 wiring. Close, but not there yet. Let's go ahead and make some more concrete as well. Just manually make it. I think just trying to think of, maybe I'll check the map where some clustered limestone pure nodes are, but it might just be nice to have consistent like backlog and auto uploading of concrete powder. I do know that I need it for encased steel beams, and that will be. I've really noticed that anywhere that there is coal and iron, there's usually also limestone. So maybe not up here, I'm not too sure yet, but at least in the denser areas, there are that configuration in plenty amounts. So this is going to be annoying. Plenty of that. Got copper just kind of dumping in there. Biomass burners. Wondering how long I have on these guys. This is going to be an issue pretty quick, but hopefully we can rush through some of the MAM research and hopefully get as close as we can to copper or to coal power. Because I'd like to just have big old power plant somewhere, but I'm gonna wait for this to do some building and go make another cup of coffee. So be right back. Okay. Let's check on that wire now. Nice. So now we've got the MAM,
Milestone reached. Supply.
got the map, we got the MAM, we got the object scanner, an extra storage box, and 3 additional inventory slots. I don't really know what this building efficiency stat is, if that's when you build stuff, it's faster to build or what, but I do need these, so I guess we'll wait for the 2 minutes to get done and also build the MAM here soon. Here soon is right now. Okay. So do that research. How do I really need to find a way to turn those off. Gameplay. Stingers are replaced with cats. Okay. Um, Tooltip toggle. No, wait. Ada message. Nope. Audio, maybe? I don't know. Come on back, buddy. Literally just going to click the button in half a second anyways. And see you later again.
Milestone reached. Several new structures are now available for improving factory organization. Foundations provide a building grid, which
I want these Blade Runners as soon as I can. Throw one of these guys.
completed. Silica
Shut up. Okay. Overclocking will be helpful to get as soon as I can. Got the wire. Now I just need plates. I think we need 50. And then a power shard. Nice. There we go. Overclocking done pretty quick. Ada. Need some of those pale berries. Caterium. Need to process. Oh, crap. Okay. So we need 100. Need like 100 ingots or 100 ore. Alien technology. Scan object.
Mercer.
Fauna.
Not listening.
I think it hates me now that I just skipped it so many times, but start that first hard drive, I guess, for the first alternate recipe. Okay. So this one I think we'll do. Oh, can't even do the concrete yet. Logistics. I guess we'll do this now. Just get as much iron ore as we can into this guy. Build another constructor. Okay. This constructor making plates to start. So this cranks out 30. And this pulls in 30. So should be good there. Need more plates. Have a giant backlog in here? No. Okay. Mm. Okay. Dump out as many plates as we can. Until we get splitters, we can't really do much with that. Got plenty of iron coming in though, which is good. Go ahead and update all this. Honestly, a perfect amount of wiring to finish this off. I think once we get this, we can just start doing a little bit of automation, but not too much. Honestly, power is just going to be our big concern here in a second, so hoping we can at least like build the space elevator maybe. I don't see copper power in here, so or coal power. I think that's 3 and 4. Because 5 and 6 is steel. Hmm. Can't really look it up yet because I don't have it unlocked. There's all the wiring. Assemblers. Biofuel. Rotors. I don't know. I do think we need to just do maybe a centralized little base kind of thing right now. It can be pretty messy if we want it to. But I think just producing, having one constructor producing just plates, and then one producing like rods, one producing copper's pretty easy because I can just do essentially 3 different constructors, do one making wire and turning it into the cabling, which I guess is 2, and then one just creating copper sheets. So I think what I'll do is focus on that. I know we have copper node with a Mark 1 that is 60 on a normal. So we have plenty of iron, but the copper I think is going to be the issue, at least in this area. We have Caterium. Lots of options, honestly. Hopefully we get a good alternate recipe to start. Just hoping it's not like a wood to coal one or something like that. Maybe just do the iron wire one. That way we can just get as much off of as little, I guess. I don't know. I want to keep everything as efficient as I can, though. I think that's the biggest thing that I want to focus on. We've got 92 plates already. Dump these in there. Can produce a little extra of this too. We don't have to hit right at 150 and then switch, because we'll just need it regardless. Not really much backstock either, so. This isn't even automated yet either. We do have a miner though. Power, we're still just doing biomass though. And they do produce, or they require a hefty bit, so. Yeah, I think I do the space elevator up there, then maybe use like Awesome Shop scaffolding or the walkways and different things to get up there. Not really sure. Guess we'll get to it when we get to it, but I know we have to get to it pretty quick here. Honestly, if we get the zip line, we could do a pretty cool little power wire way up there. I don't know if we actually have to power it though. I haven't really been there in a couple weeks, so. Okay. Can't parkour that. I don't know if anybody else does this, but whenever I get kind of bored in a game or like not much to do, I'll just parkour around my base. Alright, so we got that done. I think we'll just switch it to iron rods now. That's 15 per minute. This output's 30. So we'll have a little back storage. It'll be a little inefficient, but we're honestly just trying to push for that, so. Got the MAM research done for the hard drive, so. Iron wire, there we go. So,
Hard drive analysis completed.
shut up. This is the recipe. 5 to 9. Definitely be doing that. Because that recipe will make it so all we need copper for is copper sheets. I know we'll need copper sheets for aluminum. So if we can just get a bunch of really good iron nodes and kind of just dump them down. Sorry, my chair's weird. Then we just make one for, let's see, iron plates, one for iron rods. Just put these in the notes. So we need iron plate, iron rod, screws, iron copper or iron wire, iron wire cable, and copper sheet, concrete powder. I think that should be good. So let's look at these base recipes. Doesn't really show us much, honestly. Let's build another constructor. So iron plate is 30 per minute. Iron rod is 15. Screws are 10. Iron wire is 12.5. So we've got 25 together for that. Then we got copper sheet, which I don't have actual access to yet, but I do have concrete, and that's 45 per minute. So that'll be, let's see, one iron pure node is 120 per minute. So we can combine, let's see here, pure one. So that's 30. 30 plus 15 plus 10. It's 55 plus 25. It's 80 per minute. So we could just run we could run all of these on pure one. And then the copper sheet will just be on, I don't know yet. And concrete powder, I think we'll just use the local limestone here because even a Mark 1 miner at 1 power shard is the 45 that we need. So, or if we want to save power shards, we can run it a little bit further and find a normal node. But I think just having everything real close will be nice, just to get myself off the ground. But do have some power shards, so I can overclock just once and get the 45 per minute per one miner. So impure 1, and then we'll 150% block. So just 2 miners to start. Let's go ahead and make an equipment workshop. Oop, don't have enough iron rods. And we have 2 on that over there, so realistically we just need to make some plates. Kind of running dry on a lot of that. These take up 5 each, so 5 times 150. 7.25 plus 5. These output 20 each. So we got 2 rocks and 2 minor Mark 1s. That'll be a 5 and a 7.5, so a 12.5, and that'll run on just one of the bio generators. So should probably get the logistics first because we're going to need splitters. Also, we'll need outputs for every single one of them. So We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have foundations now. We're going to need a bunch of plates, so I think once this switches over, we need 16 more. There's 9, so 7 more iron rods, and then we'll switch to making just plates and then do plate and concrete. Go.
Miles.
All right, we'll just start dumping everything into plates now. We got the backup rods just in case we need them. And now we just need a bunch of plates. Luckily, we have miners on these guys up here, so. This will be interesting. So we'll grab this extra limestone. It's here. And we'll leave the copper guys over there. We don't really need wire right now, I don't think, other than, I guess, wiring everything up. Also want to see if there's a Caterium node anywhere near here. Oh, I have access to the map now. Awesome. So I think, yeah, space elevator definitely up there. I think that'll just look really, really cool. Just seeing it from kind of anywhere around here. I mean, you can see that giant mountain from pretty much anywhere. So we've got plenty of water here, which we'll definitely take advantage of. Sure, once we get coal generation, that's tier 3, which means we'll have to finish up the first space elevator tier to even get there, which means we're going to need a lot of biomass, unfortunately. All the plates we need. Okay. So where's our nearest pure iron node? I know we'll want to snap as best we can. Got copper here. Just go ahead and pick these 2 up. We honestly just need, we don't even need a copper because we have cable and wire through iron. So is this a pure node here? Nope. Okay. This one. Normal. This map is so confusing. Pure iron. Nice. Okay. Should I just do a couple foundations? Oh, goodness. Okay. So you got pure iron here. I don't even know if I can place it like that. Yep, I can. Got to go this way. We'll do that just to make it a little easier. Once we get concrete, we'll just make these all concrete and it'll look a lot nicer. But now, let's go ahead and make some, I guess the concrete foundation from the awesome shop. I don't see us needing like the heavy modular frames or the fused frames or any of the kind of tier 8, tier 9, tier 7 stuff too quickly. I know we'll need rotors for logistics. And we'll need pipes. We'll need the modular frames. We'll need the reinforced iron plates. But a lot of the stuff that skips a lot of tiers, I think I might just dump in the sink. I know I talked about that a little earlier, but just thinking about it, I don't really want to like hold it forever or make an entire storage just for it, especially this early in the game. But kind of who knows at this point. Okay. So we'll just make an extra one of these guys. Extra just concrete to clear that out. Just clear that. Lots of copper ore to process, but it's all good. Kind of zoop this as far as we can get it. Go ahead and do a straight build. It's going to be kind of ugly to start, but it's okay. Why is it doing that? Out of plates already. Okay. that's a good start, I guess. We're gonna run out of plates here soon because we are out of ore. So we need ore to get there. But we have the concrete powder. It uses way more concrete than it does iron to build a foundation. I want to keep this as world grid unified as I can. I honestly went off the rails last time and just kind of created my own world grid almost, and wasn't really the best. I would not recommend it. Maybe for a more experienced player, but just kind of for me, it was just like didn't want to conform or whatever. I don't know. Didn't really work out well. But iron will be our biggest thing. I want to keep it as organized as I can. Obviously, we're just out of iron, so pretty awesome. We're out of iron. We're out of iron. We only got 46 plates. Okay, this is gonna be. Oh goodness. Limestone to concrete. Iron is everything, and just getting that iron node over here is going to be everything. But we also need concrete powder for building. So, what do we prioritize? We're going to have to manually do some ore, but it's okay. I think we just make limestone first. And hope for the best. Let's see, where does this sit? Hmm. But then copper wire to get it over. Oh my goodness. Hmm. Okay. Oh, the wonders of the early game. And we're missing concrete. Oh my, what is going on, guys? I think I'm just being a little too ambitious, honestly. But this is just early game stuff that I shouldn't be overthinking, so I don't know why I am. Okay. I think we should get sinks. Chainsaw would be nice. Hmm. Or the sink. That's going to be after we make everything, honestly. We just need fuel. Can I? Nope. I need cables. Is the wire too long for that? Could have started in an easier area, but I really just wanted to explore this area a lot more. I guess a entry level start would have probably been like grasslands or the other desert, but or the woodlands would be cool. But honestly, I just wanted the extra challenge and nice open space to get things as automated as I can, make a kind of centralized storage, giant storage hall with a lot of uploaders and all kinds of stuff. I think I'll do the uploaders at that central storage too. Have everything come to one central area and then upload it. Um, just because I think having the ability to progress and be like, oh, okay, I need X, Y, and Z, and then just make it wherever I am will be very nice. I think the only way that I can't access items is if I have it in a personal chest or the MAM to actually research stuff. But with the uploader or the dimensional storage, I should just be able to pull it from wherever. Um, but again, biofuel is just going to be the big thing for now. I think once we get concrete at least pulled up, should be pretty nice here in a moment. What are you doing? One concrete. Okay. So impure at 150% should get us everything we need in terms of concrete. Nice. So we'll throw this power line here. Start dumping out this guy. And we're out of concrete. I'm wondering if I should just process it here. Literally just need a constructor, so. So we got 30. Let's make this 45 per minute. And we'll select the concrete recipe at 45 per minute. Nice. And that should dump as much as we can out. Alrighty. I don't know what all these random sounds are. It sounds like random birds or something. Start dumping out concrete. Just go and make some more biofuel, top off the burners, and then finish up the the iron. I don't really think I need to pull it all the way here. I think if I can just find a nice flat area. I could actually pull it all the way here. Start making a foundation. Just nice big flat area. Get everything dumping into one thing to start, I think will be the best. How are we going to split without splitters, though? We do have splitters, but we pull in 30. If we pull in 120, we'll want to split 120 into 40. So 3 split offs. I need to see. How do I even... Maybe I'll do it in a note or something. Okay. So if we've got 120 coming in, let me grab all my notes from over here. Just all the iron ones. So 120 needs to be split into 30, 15, 10, and then 25. So if we split 120 into 30. See, iron plates and screws I can handle, but screws are made out of iron rods. So oh, goodness. Iron plates is 30, iron rods is 15. But then if I want to screw per, I need to do iron rod twice. So that'll be 30 and 30. And then I need 25 total for the copper side of things. Hmm. A little interesting. $120 could be split. You can either divide it by 2 or 3. So I think I just divide 120 by 2. Maybe I... Why can't I do this math in my head? I'm so confused. 120 is then either 60 and 60 or 3 40s. If we do a 40, we could combine iron plate, which is 30, and oh, we can do multiple splitters before we even get somewhere. So I think that'll be good. Just do What do you even need total? 80? $85. So if you pull 85 out into 3, or even into 2, it'll give us a weird number. What if we do 90? Divide that by 3. So we'll have 30 go to iron plates. We'll have another split off, do another split of iron rod and iron rod. So 2. One will be dedicated to iron rods. One will be for screws. So set it to 90. And then do 30 on lane 1. And lane 2. And then the leftover will be 30. And we can just have a little bit excess for the iron wire and iron wire into cables. So that should be good. So we're doing 90. We'll pull 90 in. I think that'll be good. Let's grab all the powder we got. Nice bit there. I'm going to just snag this copper while I'm here. I really need those speed boost leg things. I forget what they're called. All right. Now it's just iron plates to the max. Is that Caterium? Nice. Go ahead and research that extra little bit too. Well, I'm already out of concrete powder too. Guess we'll research the Caterium ingots. Because if we can have quick wire real easy, real early, just we won't have to touch it for a good bit.
Research completed.
Thousand cabling's crazy. Okay. redo the power over here. Honestly, might just take this, whatever we end up building and kind of blueprint it, just in case we need to rebuild it somewhere. Don't know if I'll have enough cabling to get there. Nope. This is oh goodness. The early game is so stressful. You don't know where, you just need so much and don't have it. Like in the later game, it's more like you have everything, you just have to like automate it or manually craft it yourself, and one way is definitely better than the other. So I think we just build kind of big foundation over here. Obviously I'm out of plates and stuff, but whatever. Just need a bunch of silica for that. Xeno, oh, Blade Runner. Still need to do that. One ingot, terrific. Let's have the sink made.
Research completed. Alien protein can now be turned into biomass or alien DNA capsules. In addition to being used for research, the invaluable alien lifeform data in these capsules can be traded for Fix-It coupons at the Awesome Sink. We guarantee the best capsule to coupon exchange rate anywhere on this planet.
There's probably a big waste, but it's okay. Just dump as much of this biomass into each of these guys. I still out of plates though. I didn't even did everything but what I needed to do, so that's terrific. And we're just out of iron ore. Okay. Plates for even the. I'm not manually mining all that. Rather just get power hooked up and maybe just take it off the top. Okay. Got iron coming out here. Maybe. There we go. So we're going to throw 90 on this guy. So we're going to use less power, but One thing I also didn't realize is I'm going to have a lot less, have different levels of ore and ingot. So, where's the output? So, if we're doing, oh, it's 1-to-1. Okay, perfect. So 30, if I have 120 coming out of there, then that'll be, oh no, I'll have 90 coming out of there, so it'll be 3 smelters. And then I'll just merge that and then split it, or I'll just dump it directly. Not really sure yet, but make something happen. I just keep mentally thinking I really need to do X, Y, or Z, so just do one step at a time. Okay. Should be able to build a fair amount of foundations. Do want to drop this a little bit lower though. There we go. Mm, you guessed it, already out of plates. Maybe I focus on getting this as close as I can before trying to expand. Hmm. Still don't know what that random sound is. You guessed it, still lots of random crap. Need to get the awesome sync as well so I can start manually throwing some stuff in there. Now, I've got the plates now, but I'm out of rods. Awesome. I'm doing this so cattywampus, but at this point, what can I do? It's not really going anywhere, so it's not like I'm taking out of the supply of something. I guess the argument could be made that I'm taking away because I don't have unlimited power, but who knows? That was not fun. Definitely need to build like a tractor or one of those explorers. I think the explorer comes from maybe the quick wire? Quartz? I don't know. That'd be really nice to have. Especially if I can just take all this early game coal that I've been manually mining. Been playing for 2 hours. It was probably when I recorded the last video. Okay, awesome. I'll just fall. I'll just manually craft all this crap. Okay. Conveyor as far as I can. Need to get stairs from the awesome sinks. I think I need to go look for some crash sites. But kind of roll ones, get as far as I can so I can just start pulling from it a lot more efficiently. Big thing is just getting things as set up as they can be, but and that's all. I still have a little bit to go. But again, just need more iron plates. Got plenty of rods. What do I need? I need 4 smelters. No, I need 3 smelters, so they'll pull in 30 each. I need 1 splitter. I then will need, let's see, 1 merger to take all the outputs into one. And then I'll have 1 splitter for lane 1, lane 2, and then lane 3. And then I'll dump everything into five storage containers. And I will also need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 constructors. Oh. And look at that. You just need iron plates. Duh. I think it'd be really helpful to just make an iron plate lane first. No specific reason, obviously. Kind of realizing, yes, this is a giant area. Yes, there's a lot of resources in this area. But honestly, like the earlier locations are like, find this, find this, find this. Okay, you got 4 pure nodes in one little area. Good luck. That's what I signed up for, so back to manually crafting. Good thing this, if only this was a YouTube video, I could just skip all this. But
Milestone reached. Solid biofuel created.
All right, now we got 3 extra additional, or I guess extra and additional are the same thing. Got extra storage. We've got access to creating biofuel now. Got the chainsaw as well. I think we'll dump the sink. As our next goal, but not for right now. Our next goal for right now is getting as much of this done as I can. A lot of concrete powder, which is nice. Got it pretty close, honestly. Okay. All right, before we get too crazy, why don't we pull this here? We'll do a... We need to split this into 3 smelters. Back some of this up a little bit just for now. We do a splitter, splitter, dump everything else back in here. Okay. Ooh, what I'm thinking of is that we will run out of, oh wait, 4. Okay, so that'll all be iron ingots. We got lane 1, be 30 per minute, so this will be 30, so why don't we just dump this directly in? Crap. That'll be making plenty of iron ingots. We do actually need to merge. Just to keep everything organized in terms of splitting. Oh, goodness. Alright, so we got plenty of iron building up here. So iron got merged. Maybe we line this up actually. With the middle. And then we split. So lane 1 will be the iron plates. That should just be it. Oh goodness, we're out of cable. Not jump. Ouch, okay. Okay. If you would have guessed that we're out of iron plates, you'd be correct. I think I'm just going to build a walkway up just for now. Can play around with it later. Okay. Okay. So we got 3 lanes. Just gonna pull that out. Pull that out. And then do our constructor for our iron plates. And throw that in there. So got our iron plates, 30 coming in. Gotta grab the power. No way, we're out of wire. Really did not miss the time before jetpacks. Okay. Good thing we're making iron plates. Because we're out of iron plates, if you could guess. I shouldn't have done that. Hoping I can get enough iron plates, but Good bit. So I think for down here, I'll just put all the storage bins and I'll just pull everything down here so it just unloads. And then I'll worry about decor a little bit later. It's more, just needs to be more function based right now. Got all the down here. Just checking the stream, making sure it was up on my phone. I forgot I have YouTube Premium, so I just started playing. A little strange to hear myself a couple seconds after I said something on my phone. I need 11 more. Should be everything that I need, other than additional plates and etc. for all the logistics in between. Just getting the big things built and then playing with it afterwards, I think, will be a lot easier. But there's going to be a lot of plate requirements to get everything from up here down there, so I did leave this extra space because I'm pretty sure we're going to need to expand one more on this side and then do the rest on the other side. So lots of sheets. So I think our next thing should be taking the split off and throwing constructor here. And we'll do constructor, wait. So this splits off. Lane 2 needs to be rods and screws, so we'll have rod and rod. This will be iron rods. Might run out of 20 total. Need to link these guys up. Miss the confidence of the dimensional depot. Just if I need to build like one or two things, I probably can. But on this, it's not as forgiving. So we'll link this grid up together. To expand the grid a little bit, I think. Oh, goodness. Right there. Connect. Of course I can. Why would I be able to? we got 70 and we're using up to 30. So it was just a little bit over. Not the biggest deal in the world, but at least we have pretty consistent power now. So we have good efficiency there. And here we're making the iron rods. So go ahead and split these guys. Look nice and neat. Connect that up. So we're going to be making rods and then rods into screws. Just throw another constructor. This will make screws. Okay. Oh, we're already out of rods. Okay. Get these. Out like this. And then we'll have our wire and cable come out over here. Don't have any cable. All right, we'll make as much cable as we can, hook these things up, and then just, I guess, watch the biogenerators. I'm going to eat dinner, and hopefully it'll behave as intended. Everything should be coming out where you need it to come out, so. Do want to start customizing a lot of these factories with that cool color I found, so. I think what I'll do is the extra constructor here. So this needs to make iron wire. This also needs to make iron wire. This will make cable. So So we'll throw this guy as far as we can this way. This guy will be here. This guy will be go. So we'll go ahead and hook these guys up. Nope. Need to split. Nice. We got splitters here. We got splitter. We got splitter. Oh my gosh. That was dumb of me. How many items per minute do these belts? 60. Okay. So it'll be a little bit slower. Once we get tier 2s, we'll be big chilling. This is wire. This is cable. We actually have a nice little bit of plating. What does it say? We have a nice bit of plating. I run out of plating. Awesome. What's that? That's wire. Okay. That's cable. Okay. More plating. Goodness. gonna look gross, but it's okay. Definitely just cover literally everything. Some walls. Not until I can customize them, but go ahead and throw front on this. I think I might just add the concrete to this one, just so I have everything all at once. Of course, I'm out of rods. Probably get signs too, but I'm gonna wait for this to build up a good bit. Watch the biofuel and go and eat dinner really quick, just so I can probably go explore and get some more hard drives, more alternate recipes, stuff like that. So I'll be right back. Okay. Need 9 rods. We need a fair bit of plates. And a fair bit of wire. Now we just kind of wait. I think once we get the resource sink, I don't even know what we'll dump in it, but maybe we can just start throwing any additional kind of copper nodes in the area into it. Don't really want to use any power on it other than just the sink itself. But I definitely do need to go hunt for some, let's see, Mercer spheres probably. And some SAM ore just to get ever closer to these nodes. We won't touch this until steel because you need steel pipe and wire to make the SAM fluctuators. Circuit boards, obviously, a lot later in. You could get them from crash ships, though. I don't know what really the requirements are around here, so guess we'll just wait for wire and plates. So be right back again. All right, we're done with the plates, so now we just need the wire. All right. Just about like 46 more. We should have the sink. We should be able to just start dumping some extra items in there just to get some points. Starts getting some upgrades and unlockables. to deforest some area. All right, I think should go grab the nearest Caterium that we can. If I remember correctly, there's one north of us. Don't remember if there's one even closer, but I think we just throw a couple portable miners down, get as much ore as we can. Just dump all I can in this guy. And that one, and that one, yep. And got 4. Just go take a look, I guess. So I think on the other side of this should be a node. So I have another slug there. In the world, he did like 50 backflips. Get the sword pretty soon, I'm pretty sure. So I need to grab that more quartz. Okay. Just need to get up here, I'm pretty sure. It's kind of a cheap way of doing it, but well, all right. Okay. Now we go here, out one, and then this up. Hopefully no crazy monsters up here. Nope. Caterium. Oh, it's right here. Nice. This is a pure node too, so very nice. So I think we'll need 300 or 400. So I can honestly just let these guys fill up. Oh, it's pretty quick. We have inventory space. Maybe we do it twice. Just so we have enough for all the upgrades and making anything that we need. I think right now all we're really going to need is the zip line, so I guess it beats running up here again. So Oh no. Box time. Time to go get the box. There's just no food in this whole frickin' thing. I guess I should just try to go get the box and then jump off so it's even a little bit closer. I don't know. I'll think of something. Okay, apparently one of the boxes is just way lower than I thought it was, so it should be a lot easier to get it. All right, we got 2 minutes before my dedicated server actually restarts. So I'm going to try to run all the way back. I'll end stream and then start up another stream after I kind of my dishes away, 60 seconds. Get as close as we can, I guess. All right, I will start up a stream whenever I get back on. Server should be restarting soon, but